This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. We're starting to see the first leaks now coming from the World Eater Codex. For those of you who've been following the rumours, the World Eater stuff is supposed to be coming out January next year, so the first part of next year. In this video, we're going to be discussing Angron because we have a partial leak now of his character stuff. We have his movement, his strength, his attacks, which are insane, how many wounds he's got, some of his weapon abilities and stuff like that. Also, we have some stuff that will be granted to the World Eaters when they eventually do get that codex. So let's jump in and let's get talking about everything. Now, just so you're all aware, this was posted over on a Discord server. When I asked the chap who posted on Discord with this stuff, he said that he got it from Bolter and Chainsword. So I'm going to include the Bolter and Chainsword link. The poster of that was a chap called Cornstar. So thank you, Cornstar, for sharing this information over on the website, which has trickled over to my Discord server. So right now in the background, as you can see, this is the partial leak of Angron's stats. And he looks absolutely scary. So as you can see, Angron altogether has 18 wounds, and of course when he starts hitting a certain wound marking, that's when he starts to deteriorate in his stats, his character and everything like that. So right at the start, his movement is 16 inches. This boy can move across the battlefield. Weapon skill is 2+, ballistic skill is 2+, his strength is 9, his toughness is 7, wounds 18, yes, 18 wounds, attacks 12 bloody, ferocious, vicious, blood for the blood god attacks with Angron. You would expect it, right? Of course, it's bloody Angron. Leadership is 10, and the save is a 2+. Now, once you start getting to the 6 to 9 wound bracket, then it starts to go down. You can see it on the background, 1 to 5 wounds. It starts deteriorating and going down. You get 10 attacks, then 8 attacks on the lowest bracket. The movement goes down from 12 to 8 and everything like that. Now, right down below, it does say that Angron is equipped with Seminarius and Spine Grinder. Am I saying that right? I've probably butchered them. You can only include one Angron model. Of course, you can only include one Angron model. Now, down below these weapons, you can see the Seminarius and the Spine Grinder. I'm sorry, these names are just insane. So you've got the Skull Taking Slash, which is range melee, type melee, and that is strength +5. So that is a strength 14 blow. So that's more or less wounding anything on 2s, right? If I'm not mistaken. AP -4, and the damage is D3 +3. So statistically, with all those attacks, you're doing a ton of damage, and that's not just adding the rest of the D3s on top of it. Now the next one is Bloodletting Sweep, which is range melee, type melee. The strength is the user, so this is going to be strength 9, AP -3, and the damage is 1. But the abilities on this one states each time an attack is made with this weapon profile, make 3 hit rolls instead of 1, which is absolutely bloody insane. And I mean bloody as a pun as well, because if you attack with the 12 attacks, of course, and you times that by 3, that's 36 attacks at strength 9, AP -3, and the damage is 1. That's definitely the crowd killer, the CC ability, if you're going into a swarm of maybe guardsmen, of maybe, I don't know, tyrannids, an orc swarm of boys or something like that. This is absolutely decimating everything with that type of attack. Now, sadly, we don't have the bottom part to Angron's rules, so we don't know what other funky stuff he gets. Do you think he's going to have something like Abaddon and Gazgul have, where he can only be wounded a certain amount of times in certain phases, the psychic phase, the shooting phase, and the combat phase? Or do you think that is going to be too powerful on this characters? I would also love to get some theories about what abilities actually he could have as a character, that to make him really stand out on the battlefield and make him even more of a badass. leaks. Now, there is something that did come out with Angron, which wasn't attached to the data sheet. Again, I'm not sure if this is like a part of his actual base rules. It doesn't really make that clear, but I'm going to put it in the background right now. It says, command phase, choose one of the three from below, basically. So number 1 is 6-inch aura to prevent any retreat without any preconditions. Number 2 is every World Eater unit rerolls their melee hit of 1 when within 6 inches of Angron. And number 3 is World Eater core unit gets a +1, which is a +1 attack within 6 inches of Angron. And apparently, which is not on here, there's a Warlord trait which allegedly turns off OBSEC within 6 inches. Now, it says within 6 inches, but I think it means within 6 inches of Angron. I'm not too sure. I'm just theorizing that one. But that was posted over on Bolton and Chainsword as well. For me, when I plan to purchase my World Eaters, play with my World Eaters, I'm going to do it in the most narrative way possible. I'm just going to buy Angron and surround him with Berserkers and literally charge up the board shouting blood for the Blood God. That is it. That is the dream that I want to do. So I think, number 3 is going to be perfect for me. Get that extra attack and just rip, tear, maim, blood, skulls, everything like that. Blood for the Blood God, crashing into your lines and causing as much devastation and bloodshed as, humanly possible. Anyway, Chaperoonios, I'm going to leave the video there. That's all we have. Again, stuff is starting to leak now, so I won't be surprised if we're going to start seeing a lot more stuff start hitting the interwebs. I don't know where this is from. From Bolton Chainsword. I don't know if this is Cornstar's like source or anything like that. I'm not too sure. All I know, it was posted on Bolton Chainsword, and I would expect to see a lot more stuff in the coming weeks, because I do trust the rumours that the World Eaters will be coming out towards the start of next year, aka January and stuff like that. So this is why I'm not surprised that we're actually starting to see stuff leak like this right now. Anyway, enough waffling. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. As always, if you've got any thoughts, feedback, anything like that, post it down below, and we can have a nice little chin wag down there, as we always do. See you now. See ya, and bye-bye.